everyone, welcome back. Aaron from A-Land here, and today we will be discussing Unit 8. I will be discussing with you form completion. If you are finding these videos helpful, help us out by liking and sharing these videos with your friends. On the first video of this course, I talked a little bit about the types of questions you will see on the IELTS listening test. On this type of question, you are given a sentence taken from the recording, and you have to decide which word fits in the blank best. Do you remember on which section we see form completion? Exactly! Section 1 of the listening test. Good job. The answers for these type of exercise generally are very short, 1 to 3 words or a number. And like I mentioned before, it is used to record personal data like names, addresses, and phone numbers. So let's take a look at an example. This is what a form completion exercise will usually look like. We have the instructions at the top. On this exercise, the answers can be 2 words and or numbers. At the bottom, we have the information to fill out. Just like on the rest of the test, the answers will show up on the recording in the same order as they are listed out in the questions. And with that, now you know a little bit more about this type of question. So, let's talk a little about listening strategy. And let's use the previous example again. If you remember, you will have some time before listening to the recording to read the questions and get ready. So your first strategy will be to predict some information about the answers. Let's begin with the title, British Rail Lost Property Report Form. From that title, you can predict that this recording will have somebody trying to find something that they lost. If you look below, you'll see that it is a license that has been lost. So looking at question 1, the answer here is likely to be a family name. But we are also given a cue word to listen for, George. The same thing is true for the last 2 questions. We have cues on them too, which should make it easier for you to find the answer. Number 3 is a license number. So it will probably be a long string of numbers, possibly some letters as well. For number 4, you are looking for a word to describe the bag. What's another word for that? Adjectives. Exactly. So you will be looking for an adjective, maybe a color or a size. And on the last 2, you are looking for a time. Using prediction in this way will help you anticipate details about the answers that will help you find them quicker. Now, let's move on to another strategy that we have talked about before. Do you remember what you call it when you say the same thing with different words? Paraphrasing. It's good to see that you have been paying attention to the lessons. Paraphrasing can also be used when asking a question. So you need to pay attention so you don't miss the cues for your answers. Instead of, what is your name? You might hear, how may I call you? What is your address becomes, where do you live? Nationality turns into, where are you from? A departure time can be, when do you leave? And an arrival time can be, what time do you arrive? Now, always remember to read the instructions and pay special attention to the word limit. Answering with more words or numbers than necessary will make your answer incorrect. And with that, let's sum up. Now you have more information about form completion. You also have a couple of listening strategies and a reminder to pay attention to the word limit on the instructions. With that, it's time for a quick checkup. You can pause the video now and find a paper and pen to complete the exercise, if you haven't already. For the first exercise, you will complete a form based on the information in the conversation you hear. Write no more than 2 words and or a number for each answer. Are you ready? Let's begin.
Can I help you, sir?
Yes, I've been a bit careless and left my driver's license on a train.
Oh dear. Well, let's take some details and we'll see what we can do. What's your name, please?
George Lazenby. That's Lazenby.
Can I have your address, please, Mr. Lazenby?
Yes, it's 9 Grover Lane. That's Grover.
Is that the Grover Lane in Chavton?
Yes, it is. Do you know it?
It's next to the tennis centre, isn't it, by the entrance to the car park?
That's it. Wow. British Rail does get everywhere.
It's a nice area, Chavton. Anyway, back to the licence. Do you know the licence number?
Yes, my wife had the number, luckily. It's 8498971PQ.
So it's 84989...
71PQ. I left it in a bag, a red plastic bag.
OK, that's helpful. The chances are it's been handed in at a station. Was there any shop name or other writing on the bag?
I can't remember. I just know it was a red plastic bag.
Which train did you leave it on?
I went from Chigley to Camberwick Green.
What time did you get on the train?
The same train as every day. I get the train at 3:42 and get off at about 4:20.
OK, have you reported this to the police?
Yes, I phoned them as soon as I realised I'd lost it, and they recommended I got in touch with you.
Okay, I hope you got all the answers correct. Let's check them now. The name of the person calling is George Lazenby. That's Lazenby. You might have noticed that I say Z instead of Z. That's because in American English we say Z. And in British English it's pronounced Z. So keep that in mind for your test. The address is 9 Grover Lane, Chavton. Fun fact, one of the characters in Sesame Street is called Grover. The license number is, 8498971PQ. And it seems our prediction was correct. We have 2 adjectives for the following answer: red and plastic. Finally, the train departed Chigley at 3:42 and arrived at Camberwick Green at about 4:20. I hope all your answers are correct. Now, let's try one more exercise before we end this video. For this one, you will complete the form by writing 1 word and or a number for each answer. Are you ready? Let's begin.
So let's see what you've got here. 1 pair of trousers, 2 shirts, 2 jackets and... oh, here's another shirt. That'll be £22.50.
No problem, that's fine.
Can I have your name, please?
Jeremy Paxman. That's Jeremy with a J.
So, Jeremypack.
No, sorry, it's an X.
So, AXMAN?
That's right. My address is 42 Zinzan Street.
Zinzan?
Yes, it's ZINZAN. The postcode's RG4 3IJ.
RG4 3IJ. Can I have a contact phone number just in case?
0734 852 88.
0734 85288.
Oh, hang about. It's 2288. Sorry, I'm a bit of a form filler's nightmare.
No problem at all. Your clothes will be ready for collection on, let's see, it's the 12th of March today, so yes, on the 15th of March.
The 15th? So that's next Tuesday?
That's right. We'll give you a ring on Monday to remind you. Here's your receipt.
Do I pay now, or can I pay on Tuesday?
Pay on collection.
Great. Well, have a good weekend.
You too, sir. Goodbye.
Okay, let's check your answers. How many shirts did the customer have? 3 shirts. If you wrote 2, go back and re-listen the conversation. They mentioned 2 shirts, but then they find another one. So it would be 3 shirts. That is called a distractor, which I've mentioned in a previous video. So moving on. We have Jeremy Paxman. That's Paxman. The address would be 42 Zinzan Street. And just like on the last exercise, we heard a Z here. The telephone number is 0734-852288. And again, we hear a distractor when he corrects the number at the end. The date is the 15th of March. So 2 words and a number, just like it says on the instructions. And finally, the day of the week we're looking for is a Tuesday. I'm sure you got all the answers correct, so good job. Now, let's sum up. You have information about form completion. You have some listening strategies. You know to look out for the word limit on the instructions. And we have done some exercises to put everything into practice. And with that, we come to the end of Unit 8, Form Completion. I hope you enjoyed it, and remember, as always, to like and share this video. Good